I'm John Cunningham, and welcome to another episode of Small Stocks, Big Money. For those of you new to the show, RedChip Companies is an investor relations, media, and research firm focused on emerging growth companies. Our unique platform combines global multimedia with traditional investor relations, reaching investors around the world. Today's show features interviews with executives of two companies. First up is RailVision, stock symbol RVSN on the NASDAQ. Using unique cognitive sensor fusion technology based on advanced electro-optic sensors, artificial intelligence, and deep learning, RailVision offers innovative solutions to detect objects on and along the railway tracks from a distance of up to 2 kilometers in real time, as well as in all weather and light conditions. You'll learn more about this game-changing technology later in the show. Next up is BioVie, stock symbol BIVI on the NASDAQ. BioVie is a clinical stage company developing what it believes will be transformative therapies to overcome unmet medical needs in neurodegeneration and liver disease with late-stage programs in Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and refractory ascites. We'll learn more when we speak with the president and CEO later in the show. Now, before we get to our first interview, our quote of the week, it comes from the book Small Stocks, Big Money. The risk always lies within management, so we're constantly evaluating through our three-part process. We meet with 3 to 5 CEOs and CFOs of small companies in our offices every week. These quotes come from Byron Roth, CEO of Roth Capital, featured in Chapter 7 of Small Stocks, Big Money. This is a book of exclusive interviews with some of the biggest players in the microcap space. Get a digital copy on Amazon today for just $18. Quick question. Are you interested in gaining a deeper understanding of the companies featured on Small Stocks, Big Money? If so, be sure to join us for our exclusive investor webinars. This is your opportunity to gain an in-depth look at our featured companies and where you can speak directly to management, giving you tremendous insights straight from the source. Visit redchip.com/events for a full calendar of upcoming webinars and register today to secure your spot at the next event. Now let's get started with our first interview today with RailVision.
Hello, today we have Shahar Hania, CEO of RailVision, which trades on the NASDAQ under the ticker RVSN. Shahar, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me today.
Shahar, RailVision has proven cognitive vision sensor technology for the railway industry. Let's start with an overview of the technology and what makes it unique.
Absolutely. I'll be delighted to share more about our technology. At RailVision, we are pioneering the future of railway safety and maintenance with our cognitive vision sensor technology. This technology is designed to revolutionize the railway industry by enhancing railway operators' safety, efficiency, and reliability. What sets our technology apart is its ability to intelligently perceive and interpret the railway environment in real time. Leveraging advanced algorithms and deep learning techniques, our sensors can identify and categorize various objects and obstacles on and near the tracks, including people, vehicles, and potential hazards. This information is then communicated instantly to the train operators, allowing them to make informed decisions swiftly, thereby preventing accidents and ensuring smooth operations. Moreover, our system is equipped with a range of sensors that work seamlessly in all weather conditions, providing a reliable set of eyes on the tracks at all times. This is not just a technological advancement, it's a visionary approach to railway safety, marrying innovation with a deep understanding of railway industry's needs. But what truly makes RailVision unique is our commitment to a safer, smarter, and more efficient future for railways worldwide. We are not just developing technology. We are crafting solutions that will pave the way for a new era of railway.
RailVision has recently converted a proof of concept program into a long-term contract with the Israeli Railways. Tell us about some of your other proof of concept programs and the companies that are currently piloting your technology.
Certainly, we are incredibly proud of the strides we have made through our collaboration with the Israeli Railways, which has indeed transitioned from a proof of concept to a fruitful long-term contract. Aside from our work with the Israeli Railways, we are actively engaged in several other proof of concept programs globally. While I cannot share all the specifics, I can tell you that we are in advanced stages of discussions and pilot programs with several European railway operators. These industry leaders are showing a keen interest in the potential benefits of integrating our technology into their operations. It is generally exhilarating to witness the visionary leaders in the railway industry acknowledging the transformative potential of our technology. We are not just talking about safety and efficiency here. It's about heralding a new era of railway operations that are more sustainable, intelligent, and responsive to the rapidly evolving demands of contemporary transportation. These pilot programs will likely lead to long-term collaborations mirroring the success we have achieved with the Israeli Railways. We eagerly anticipate sharing more updates as this initiative advances.
Tell us, Shahar, how big are the market opportunities for these technologies?
The market opportunities for cognitive vision sensor technologies in the railway industry are substantial and continuously growing. As we step into a more connected and automated world, the demand for intelligent solutions that can enhance safety and efficiency in the rail operations is skyrocketing. We are witnessing a global trend where governments and industry stakeholders are investing heavily in modernizing railway infrastructure. This is not just about updating tracks and trains. It's about integrating smart technologies that foresees issues, prevent accidents, and optimize operations through data-driven insight. According to various industry reports, the railway management system market is expected to witness a significant growth in the coming years, potentially reaching tens of billions of dollars. Our technology positions us favorably in this burgeoning market, offering solutions that are not just innovative, but visionary, setting a new standard for safety and efficiency in the railway industry. Moreover, the environmental benefits of railway transportation, coupled with the global push towards greener and more sustainable transportation solutions, are further amplifying the opportunities in this space. RayVision is at the forefront of this transformation, offering technologies that not only enhance safety and efficiency, but also contribute to a more sustainable future by facilitating smoother and more efficient railway operations. We are confident that as we continue to demonstrate the efficiency and potential of our solutions through successful partnership, the opportunity will only continue to grow, allowing us to carve out a significant share in this promising market.
Introduce us to some of the key players on your team.
At RailVision, we are incredibly proud to have a team of over 60 dedicated members, each bringing their own unique experiences and contributions to the table. This diverse and talented group works tirelessly to revolutionize the rail industry, one innovative solution at a time. In addition to our in-house team, we have honored to have Knorr-Bremse as a strategic partner. Their partnership has been more than just strategic. They have become an extension of our team, sharing our vision and working hand in hand with us to redefine railway safety standards globally. This collaboration embodies a meeting of minds, a partnership that feels like a natural extension of our team, bringing additional expertise and a shared commitment to innovation and safety in the rail industry. Together, we are working towards a future where railway travel is not just safer and more efficient, but also a beacon of technological advancement, setting new standards for the industry worldwide.
Shahar, what's the essential value proposition? Why should investors take an interest in RailVision right now?
RailVision is a pioneer in the railway industry, offering unique cognitive vision sensors technology that stands largely unrivaled in the market. Our strategic partnership with industry leader Knorr-Bremse has fortified our financial standing and enriched our industry knowledge and network. We hold a strong portfolio of intellectual property rights safeguarding our innovative edge in the market. Looking forward, we envision expanding our technology inside the industry, leading its autonomous future, presenting a broader horizon for growth. Investing in Rail Vision is not just a financial decision. It's a choice to back a safer and greener future in railway transportation.
It is truly a fascinating story, Shahar. Thank you for sharing it with us today.
It was a pleasure being here.
Now, to get more information on Rail Vision, please visit rvsninfo.com. You can also call 1-800-RedChip to speak to a specialist if you have any questions. We also have a free weekly newsletter that you can subscribe to at redchip.com, featuring emerging growth companies like Rail Vision. In addition to our newsletter, you can also order your copy of Small Stocks, Big Money. This is a book written by RedChip CEO, featuring interviews with some of the biggest players in the microcap space. Order your copy at Amazon.com today for just $18. Now let's move on to our next interview today with BioVie.
Hello there. Today we have Kong Do, President and CEO of BioVie, which trades on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol BIVI. Kong, thanks once again for being with us.
Craig, thank you so much for having me back. It's great to be here.
We love having you. Can you begin, Kong, by discussing the recent phase 3 data from your Alzheimer's trial? What were the key findings and what do they mean for the future development of your lead candidate, NE3107?
Yes, Craig, we recently unveiled top-line data from our trial, phase 3 trial, and we actually were very encouraged by the results. So it shows that we have a very biologically active molecule that appears to be having an effect on the cognitive, functional, and biomarker endpoints that we looked at in the trial. So to start off, our primary endpoint is something called CDR-SB, right, which is a measure of cognitive and function. And we showed that after 6 months of treatment, patients treated with 3107 had a 68% slowing of cognitive decline compared to those who were treated on placebo. Now, to kind of give you a reference point, the FDA-approved drug Leqembi showed that it slowed cognitive decline by 27% after being treated for 18 months. Right, so admittedly, this is not an apples-to-apples comparison, but it gives us great comfort to believe that we have a very effective drug, not only because we saw this impact on CDR-SB, but we saw it on all of the other functional and cognitive assessments we measured as well as it showed impact on the biomarkers that we would want to see. It reduced inflammation, there was an impact on p-tau, on amyloid beta, and importantly, it showed a reduction of DNA methylation, right, such that those that were treated had an age deceleration advantage of over 4.5 years compared to those that were on placebo. So terrific results. We also, unfortunately, had a bit of a setback in this trial. Due to suspected misconduct at 15 of our clinical sites, we ended up having to exclude a good number of patients because we were not comfortable with the data that came out of these sites. So as a result of that, we referred these sites on to the FDA for their investigation. But in the meantime, we missed statistical significance in our trial. So we now have to continue enrolling some additional patients to bring the trial to statistical significance, which is a shame for the company, for the community, Alzheimer's community, but it shows an efficacy signal that we are very encouraged with.
Turning a moment to neuroinflammation, NE3107 is the only inhibitor of neuroinflammation and insulin resistance currently in phase 3 clinical trials for Alzheimer's. Could you explain how this unique approach has the potential to address the key drivers of cognitive decline in Alzheimer's?
Well, we believe inflammation is the starting point for many things that go wrong in the body, including Alzheimer's and other age-related disorders. And as it turns out, we lucked into this molecule that works the way that it does. We did not set out to design this molecule. It turns out that it blocks something called ERK activation, right? And so through a very unique mechanism, it blocks inflammatory ERK, and therefore it prevents the production of TNF-alpha. And without TNF-alpha, you do not get insulin resistance. Without TNF-alpha, you do not get the production of something called the amyloid precursor protein, which leads to more amyloid plaques. Without TNF-alpha, you do not get the phosphorylation of tau to make it p-tau. Right, so these are all things that are important in Alzheimer's, and we block it, and that's part of the reason we believe we saw the results that we did.
How big is the market opportunity for NE3107, Kong?
We believe the market opportunity is quite large. Time will tell, of course, but given that there are 6 million Americans that's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and if we reach a modest 15% penetration and price NE3107 comparable to what the competitors have priced their products at, this could become a $30 billion product in the United States alone.
Kong, let us shift our focus now to Parkinson's. You previously reported that patients treated with NE3107 and levodopa saw significant improvements, especially those younger than 70 years of age. Could you elaborate on these results and what is next for your Parkinson's program?
In Parkinson's trials, patients are evaluated something called the UPDRS, the Unified Parkinson's Disease Rating Scale. And those patients that were treated with levodopa and 3107 and were younger than 70 years old had a 6-point advantage compared to those treated with placebo and levodopa alone. Right, so that is a huge advantage. But what makes us really excited is what happens first thing in the morning. As you may know, Parkinson's patients often take their medications when they went to bed, and the overnight levodopa tends to wear off, so that in the morning, these patients have stiff muscle, that their muscles are not on. And as a result, they cannot get out of bed in the morning. And what happened is that those that were treated with 3107 and levodopa were able to get out of bed in the morning. About a third of our treated subjects were able to get out of bed, whereas none of the levodopa alone were able to. And that is a very statistically significant and exciting finding that we look forward to take forward. And going forward, we will be conducting a new phase 2b/3 to develop NE3107 alone as first-line therapy, monotherapy, to address the biggest unmet need, which is the morning muscle symptoms on mode, right? And that's what we're looking forward to start next year.
Let's turn now to liver disease, another area where BioVie is active. Your drug, BIV201, is the only drug currently in development for refractory ascites, a terrible condition that has a 50% mortality rate. And of course, there are no approved drugs for refractory ascites in the United States. What's the potential for BIV201 to change this narrative?
Ascites is a horrible condition. It is end-stage liver disease, and it gets to a point where the liver and the kidney is not able to clear the fluid as it normally does, or process fluid the way it normally does. So as a result, fluid accumulates in the abdomen. And so clinicians originally resort to using diuretics just to flush through the fluid because there's no approved treatment for ascites. And patients do initially get some symptomatic relief, but because nothing has been done to address why the fluid accumulates in the first place, these patients constantly have to come back, right? And after they become refractory to diuretics, all you can really do is put a large bore needle into the abdomen and physically remove that fluid, which is horrible, right? And that's the only treatment objective at this point, is to hopefully keep the patients alive long enough so they can qualify for a liver transplant. And as we all know, there are just not enough livers to go around, and that's why we have a 50% mortality rate. BIV201 is a novel formulation of terlipressin. And what we do is we stick it up to a slow drip infusion pump and slowly drip the drug in over the course of 24 hours. And the treatment is for 28 days. And we had a phase 2 trial running that we terminated early. We terminated this trial halfway through because the data statistically showed that those treated with 3107 had dramatically lower buildup of ascites fluid. So we've been in discussions with the FDA for some time now, and we are very, very close on agreeing for the design of the phase 3 on how to bring this thing forward. And because we have fast track and orphan designation, we only need to do one phase 3 trial, and we believe that's going to be a relatively small, relatively short trials. So hopefully within the next couple of years, there will be a new option out there for patients who face this horrible condition.
Kong, that is very encouraging data, again, from the phase 2B study of your BIV 201. Let's elaborate just a bit more because it's very exciting. What are your expectations as you initiate those discussions with the FDA for that pivotal registration trial?
The FDA has been very, very helpful in helping us design this trial. So our hope is to finalize the design of the trial. We then hope to enter into what's called an SPA, which basically lays out the agreement between us and the FDA on if we achieve X, Y, or Z in the trial, we will automatically be approved when the time comes, right? And so that will take its course over the next few months because nothing is ever very, very fast, right? So things will take its time. So we're hoping to go through the SPA process over the course of the next few months and then launch the new phase 3 trial, hopefully by the middle of next year.
Kong, what is the essential value proposition? Why should investors take an interest in BioVie right now?
I believe BioVie has one of the most exciting portfolios in biotech today. In NA3107, we believe we may have what could become the first truly effective drug for Alzheimer's when it's developed. Also, in Parkinson's, we believe NA3107 could become the first new therapy since the advent of levodopa over 5 decades ago. And in BIV 201, it could become the first treatment ever to treat ascites, which is a condition, terrible condition, that has 50% mortality rate within 12 months. And I believe we are a great buying opportunity at this point, given how our shares have been beaten down this past week, given the disappointment with the phase 3 Alzheimer's trial. And for it seems like the first time ever, I am no longer in possession of material non-public information. So I was able to purchase shares of my own company for the first time ever this past week, right, when the lawyers cleared it. So I believe we represent a great buying opportunity. We represent a great innovative company that will bring in tremendous medications to humankind in the course of the next couple of years.
That is a great update, Kong, and great to hear that you're buying shares in your own company. Thank you for sharing your story with us today.
All right. Thank you, Craig, for having me.
Now, to get more information on BioVie, visit BIVIinfo.com. You can also call 1-800-RedChip to speak to a specialist if you have any questions. We also have a free weekly newsletter you can subscribe to at RedChip.com featuring emerging growth companies like BioVie. In addition to our newsletter, you can also order your copy of Small Stocks, Big Money. This is a book written by RedChip CEO featuring interviews with some of the biggest players in the microcap space. Order your copy at Amazon.com today for just $18. Now let's recap the companies you met today. First, you met RailVision, stock symbol RVSN on the NASDAQ. RailVision is at the forefront of an evolution in train safety using their advanced, long-ranged, AI-based detection systems. Knorr Bremse, a 110-year-old company and the world's leader in train braking technology, is a strategic investor in the company, and they are their largest shareholder. With multiple pilot programs underway globally, sales are expected to ramp up rapidly in the quarters ahead. Learn more at RVSNinfo.com. Then you met BioVie, stock symbol BIVI on the NASDAQ. BioVie recently reported positive data from its Alzheimer's phase 3 trial showing patients treated with NE3107 had improved performance compared to placebo on all cognitive and functional assessments commonly used. BioVie plans to continue enrollment for its phase 3 Alzheimer's trial, and they are expected to report interim data readouts from its planned phase 3 study in Parkinson's in coming months. This trial could ultimately lead to FDA approval as early as 2024. Learn more at BIVIinfo.com. Again, if you have any questions about any of the companies featured on today's show, call us at 1-800-RedChip or email us at info@redchip.com. In closing, remember, while small caps can provide significant gains, you must be prepared for the downside. Small cap stocks are among the most volatile asset class. Some of the companies featured on this show are RedChip client companies, and we may own stock in these companies. So please always read our disclosures at redchip.com. Thanks for being with us today. We'll see you next week with some new, exciting emerging growth company.
Israel is well known for its advanced missile protection systems. Now, envision this technological prowess revolutionizing railway safety. Welcome to RailVision. The CEO of RailVision, a key developer of missile defense systems in use today, has harnessed his expertise in advanced detection systems and applied it to the rail industry. RailVision is more than just a technology company. It represents the future of railway safety and efficiency, powered by cutting-edge artificial intelligence. Their AI-driven obstacle detection solution is designed not just to save lives, but also to enhance efficiency and significantly cut expenses for railway operators. RailVision firmly believes that its technology will elevate railway safety globally, creating substantial benefits for everyone involved in the train ecosystem. From everyday commuters to companies relying on railways to transport goods, RailVision is adding value at every level, and they're not stopping there. RailVision's state-of-the-art solutions are key enabling technologies for the future of autonomous trains. RailVision, intelligence on track. Learn more at rvsninfo.com.